Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Review. Kind of excited for today's beer. So I'm going to tell a story of why I bought this beer. It's going to be probably a kind of a long story, and if you're not interested at all about why I bought this beer, just fast forward till you see me pouring the beer. So also, I think I'm kind of known for having a very clean channel. I don't swear on this channel. But to explain why I bought this beer, the story will not be as clean as I normally am, and it will involve sex, drugs, and rock and roll. The drugs will be alcohol, so sex, beer, and rock and roll. So going back to college, great place to start for a dirty story. And my friends and I had a house, the first floor of a house that we were renting. There was four of us total. Second floor were four rugby players. Basement, like the absolute perfect place for a party. The attic, perfect place for a party. We liked paying our rent when we would throw parties and charge for the beer and then pay our rent, and that was really cool. And the guys upstairs were always up for having parties. So I in college had the same girlfriend throughout, and we didn't have many fights, but a couple of days before this party, we had a fight, and I was really pissed off. I didn't want to have this party, but my roommates really wanted to have a party. My friend Matt wanted to have the party because he had broken up with his girlfriend, I don't know, a couple months before, and he met a new girl he wanted to invite to the party. My friend Dan, we were really into Andrew WK at the time, so we wanted to party hard. So he was always up for a party, period. And then the third person I lived with, Davina, it was her birthday around that weekend, so she wanted to have a party for that reason. I did not at all want to have the party, but I said, all right, we can have this party. Night of the party comes, right? A lot of people come. The guys upstairs were also on board. The attic had full ping pong, ping pong table, so perfect for beer pong. Plenty of room up there. The basement, which is kind of where we hosted, so we put a keg on, in the attic and in the basement, and a golden anniversary, cheapest keg we could buy. And so the basement had tons of room. It had one of those Altered Beast arcade games where like you could go from human form into an animal, a beast. We kept a quarter down there so people could just keep playing that. And anyway, so we're having the party. People came in the side of the house, bought their cup. They could go up to the attic, could go to the basement. For our floor, where we actually lived, we locked our bedroom doors. You could come through the kitchen, down a hallway to use the bathroom. And again, all the bedroom doors are locked. Problem is the living room door didn't have an actual door, it was just a doorway. So you could just walk right in. So luckily my dad actually had helped me, my dad's awesome, built a bar. So what I did is I slid that bar up against the doorway so people would be like, oh, I'm not supposed to go in there, right? Okay. So the party's going on, the party's going on, the party's going on. My friend Matt ends up leaving the party with the girl, and they went for a walk or something, so they're not there. She had brought a female friend who was still there. Dan partied too hard. He's no Andrew WK, and he went to his bedroom, locked the door, and went to sleep. And Davina at some point was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go." I don't even remember where she went. I think her friends took her to maybe get some late night food at Denny's or whatever. So like half the friends who came for her birthday left, and then the other half, who I don't know, are still there partying. All right. Fast forward a little bit. I'm in the basement. Behind me, all of a sudden, this dude starts yelling, someone just poured beer all over me. There's a laundry chute. Someone was dumping beer down the laundry chute. So I run upstairs to yell at whoever it was wasting the beer. And I just see a line to the bathroom. And I'm like, all right, I'll just pretend I'm in this line. No one's, pouring beer, nothing, nothing, nothing. All of a sudden, I see a girl open up the laundry chute. She pukes. She throws up right into the laundry chute. I go downstairs and I tell that guy, I said, hey, listen, man, it's actually throw up. A girl, after I kicked her out, obviously, I said, get out of my house. I said, I'm not having people throw up in my house, in my laundry chute. She said, get out. So I kick her out. He wants to fight her. So I got to hold him to give her plenty of time to get out of there. So finally I'm like, all right, get out of here, man. You're being a jerk too. So I go back upstairs just to make sure everything's clean and all that. And I see someone move my bar. I was like, what? Oh, someone's in the living room. Why would you be in the living room? It's still dark in there. People having sex on my couch. And again, everyone who wanted to have the party is in the house right now. I'm dealing with everything. I just see this person, a man, and a person, a woman, and they're having sex on my couch. And the woman is my friend Matt's, the girl he brought, that friend who's still at that. So I'm like, now I feel weird like going over and being like, hey, don't have sex on my couch because I don't want to blow up his spot, which in hindsight was stupid. I should have just blown up his spot. Luckily, a dude from one of my classes showed up and I've been talking to him and he's like, I'll go, I don't know any of these people. I'll go and so what he does, he goes and taps him on the shoulder while they're having sex. And he's like, hey, do you guys know where the bathroom is? Just like break it up and it ended up being really funny. They did stop. So of course that, we're poor college kids. We didn't throw out the couch. We just put a, blanket over it and called it sex couch. And anyway, so eventually my friend Matt comes back and we go upstairs from the basement again, and someone had taken the fire extinguisher and of all the doors, blew it under my friend Dan's door. And he's sleeping, it's locked, we're like pounding to make sure he's okay. He had a very tiny, tiny, tiny room. So make sure like the chemicals weren't, affecting him or anything. So finally he gets out of bed and he was fine, luckily. About 3 o'clock, because Buffalo, that's where I went to college, goes late. So actually it's probably more like 4. Kind of started dying down. 5 o'clock, dying down. 6 o'clock, there's like 7 dudes who just won't leave. And I'm like, why won't these guys leave? Like, you don't know. They came with Davina's friends. So like they're like so many degrees removed. She's not here. Their friends aren't here. Their friends, all those, like, why are you dudes still hanging out? And they were so annoying, and they finally left, I think like 7 in the morning. Who were those dudes? Well, some of them, they were in the band Every Time I Die, who collaborated with this beer with Barrier. So if you were listening to this and you're like, I watch your channel, dude. I know why you're excited and why you bought this beer, because you love Barrier. And I do. I love Barrier very much. And it blew my mind when I was walking down the grocery store beer aisle and I saw what looked like, I'm like, oh, that looks like the from the font of Every Time I Die. And they had a beer or an album called Hot Damn. This is called Hop Damn IPA. And it is, in fact, brewed with Every Time I Die. It's a rye IPA. Yeah, a double rye IPA, 7.5% ABV. They're a hardcore band. I like hardcore music. And, I was just because they were a little bit of jerks at this party. And they weren't any of the big issues, but just because they would not leave. I was kind of like, screw those guys. When I started listening to music, I'm like, they're really good. So anyway, so I do hope this beer is really good. And yeah, that was like an 8-minute story. All right. Like the longest beer review ever. And my hands are filthy. Apparently I didn't do a good job washing my hands from doing yard work. Anyway. I didn't think that pour was that aggressive. Holy crap. Jeez. I drank beer. Check them out. YouTube, I drink beer. Well, that is 4 fingers ahead. Very unfiltered look, kind of like a yellow, orangish, murky color. Looks like a nice IPA. Let's get into a proper aroma. It is hard to smell with all this foam. I have a prediction. This is going to be the least informative review I've ever done, and the real point of this review is just to tell a story about this beer. Try to get some of that foam down. You ever do this trick? Speaking of college parties, if there's too much foam in your beer, people would wipe their nose to get the oil, and then they'd go around to make the head dissipate. I hope people know what I'm talking about. That wasn't just like a Buffalo thing. I do get a little bit of a spicy character. I'm not surprised it's a rye IPA. A lot of citrus peel. I hope that didn't just... Yeah, I think we're good. A lot of citrus peel. A lot of that zest. And it's actually... It's It's oranges, it's lemons, it's grapefruit. But the lead really is that prickly rye. I think with that zest quality, it's like it has such a super refreshing nose on it. It almost smells like sunshine in a glass with a little bit of that prickliness. It smells kind of dry too. I've taken a couple sips, obviously, but let's get into a proper taste. Cheers. Taste follows pretty close to the nose. Definitely get that rye spicy quality. No hiding that. The citrus is mostly peel zest. So it is a relatively dry beer. Not a lot of sweetness for a double, especially. Not a lot of sweetness. I get a little bit of like a nut, like a peanut butter quality, which I sometimes get in like Alchemist beers. Some people I know get it as well, and some people are like, I don't know what you're talking about. That sounds like an off flavor. It's not an off flavor. I think it comes from the yeast that they're using. Um, and it does lend itself. It's fine. So that's something that bothers me about this. Oh, and that looks a little bit like the cover of their album, their Hot Damn, except they're Holy Hops. Good mouthfeel, good level of bitterness. I would actually argue it drinks more like a regular IPA than a double IPA, but it is 7.5%. Actually, pretty tasty beer. It's I think it's like 5 weeks. Yeah, it's actually to the day 5 weeks old. But yeah, it's drinking nice. If you see it, I'd still pick it up and give it a shot. And despite them being at our party for a really long time, check out Every Time I Die if you like aggressive music. Speaking of checking things out, check me out on Instagram and Untapped. No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.